Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Lee Van Dam here, and I want to take care of the rest of the news, and I want to talk to you about A2 because I just peeped some information off of Brave Exvius Wiki, and if that information is right, or if it's even close, she is going to be fantastic. And so I want to talk to you about her and break down what I've seen, and I hope that is real because if so, you're going to be really happy with her, and she is definitely not going to be a 5-star base booby prize. So let's go to the rest of the news that they've given us. The summer sale bundle has returned. It's going to be here from the 9th to the 19th, and so you get 50% off, and you get a lot of stuff. So definitely snag it if you need some energy, if you need some summon tickets, any of that stuff. Definitely be sure to snag it, and it's going to be limited to once a day. And it's going to be nice. It's going to be very nice. All right, and so we had an issue where if you couldn't get the summer sale to work properly before, they're going to give you a Metal Gigantor, so that's very nice. And we got information on the event. It's going to be Destroy the Machine Life Form. Of course, you probably heard this from other casters as well, but this is the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Neir collab. It's going to be a raid, and it's going to run for 2 weeks, starting Friday, and it's going to end Friday the 25th. So, Ingels have appeared in the Dimensional Vortex, and so we got to kill them in order to get raid points and event points. Of course, you're going to get rewards based on your individual performance, and then you're going to have the raid summons where you can get Atom, all kinds of goodies, which is going to be a lot of limited equipment that you can get just from this event. You'll be able to get a lot of trust moogles with different trust masters from the summon pool, and so definitely raid as much as you can because we want to get all this stuff during the 2 weeks that we have a chance to do it. We get a nice katana, Cruel Oath, 105 attack, and it's got a buff at a certain point. Usually that's about 40%. You get a really big boost to all your stats, so the hack is good by itself. That's nice. We got Ancient Overlord. It boosts critical hit rate, and it is a dagger or short sword as it were. And we've got Emil's Head, defense 30, 15% magic, so that's pretty sick for a helmet. Really good for X-Death and a few other people that are hybrid magic users. Now, Ancient Overlord has 62 attack. I'm sorry I did not mention that, but that's really good for a dagger. We've got other stuff like the Dragoon Lance, Type 3 Fists, Heavy Armor B, and Iron Will that we'll be able to craft also. So be sure to get as many mats as you can. And remember, once the raid is over and you've crafted everything that you want to craft, then still get as many mats as you can, because that will be a really great way to replenish your money, especially if you've been doing a bunch of expeditions like I have. Because I've definitely run out of money because of the expeditions. But I like all the stuff that I've gotten, so I can't be mad at it. So the raid boss is going to appear, and what will happen is that every time that you deal damage to the raid boss, it's going to deal damage and represent everybody. So everybody's working together, and once the raid boss is dead, it'll increase in a level, and the higher level the boss, the more raid coins we'll get, and the more points we'll be able to achieve. And so we want to make sure that we get the boss leveled up as quickly as possible by killing it as many times as possible, and then keep it up for the whole 2 weeks, so that way we can get all the rewards that we want. Get everything. We can snag it all. And so you'll be able to check out your progress on the banner update when it comes through. And yeah, I hope you have a good time. We're going to have Adam's going to be essentially free. And you know, his Trust Master is going to be essentially free as well. Boost attack hit points by 20%. I think it's like 110% when hit points fall below a certain level. So his is actually going to be one of the Trust Masters where you get a really large boost. A lot of the Neir camp have self-destruct or other ways to lower their hit points, so they would actually be able to take advantage of that. So keep in mind, because they may be able to gimmick this out and have really high attack based on it. So if you need someone with Machine Killer, he's going to be the way to go. Bullet Wave is going to be damage reduction, and Cube Explosion is interesting because I think after you use it, There's another skill you can use before it where it increases the damage of it. So I'll take a look at that once I get a hold of Adam during the raid. But we're ready. We're ready this Friday. Can't wait. Can't wait. Now, I want to go ahead and talk about the unit that's going to be new. This is our global exclusive, A2. Now, A2, after doing a little bit of research, like I said, on Brave Exvius Wiki, I really hope that everything is right because she looks super duper solid. And so I want to talk to you about our equipment, talk about passives, talk about the skills, and her main game plan. And based on what I've been able to research. So let's get right into it. We're going to make it quick, we're going to make it fast, and we're going to make it in a hurry. So with her equipment, she can use a lot of weapons. She can use daggers, greatswords, katanas, axes, hammers, spears, throwing weapons, and fist weapons too. And she can use hats, helmets, clothes, light armor, and heavy armor as far as on defense. Now, she's got passives for a lot of these weapons, and you're going to be able to mix and match them as you can see on the screen right now. And so if you use two of the weapons, because she has an innate dual wield that she has a passive for, you're going to get a minimum of a 60% attack boost and a maximum of an 80% attack boost. So even though 2B has an 80% attack boost that's not tied to weapons, A2 is going to come really close if you use weapons that she has passives for. So that's the reason why she didn't have a lot of innate boost to her stats, is because her weapons give her a ton. She's also going to have a 150% limit gauge boost. So she's going to get limit burst gauge faster. She's got 100% machine killer, so she deals double damage on machines, or even more. I have to check the math on that, but she has 20% physical evade, 10% magic evade. She also has retry, which gives her an 80% chance to not die when something deals enough damage to kill her, as long as she had more than 10% hit points when the attack hit. And then she's got a 30% chance to counterattack, and her counterattack deals 3 times physical damage, and it also casts Mirage at the same time. And so her passives are stout, and that is crazy, crazy, crazy. And in a little bit, I'm going to share with you why a lot of her skills don't have ignore defense or ignore spirit on them. And we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it really quickly. Now, for her active skills, she's got a couple of skills that give her access to other abilities. So I want to go over those first. The first one you've got on the list is Inherent Will. Now, they already spoke about her dealing damage to herself with her limit burst and other tools. And so she's got Inherent Will, and based on what I've read, it's going to be what makes her really self-sufficient. She's going to fully recover all of her hit points and magic points, and then she's able to use a skill called Inherent Memories for 1 turn. Now, Inherent Memories is going to increase her defense for 5 turns, and it's also going to fill her limit gauge to full, no matter where she's at. So they really want you, because they gave you a skill that just gives you full limit burst, period. That's crazy. But once you see her limit burst, you'll understand. Now, the next skill that gives you access to a skill tree is Dash Attack. It deals 4 times physical damage to 1 enemy, and it gives you access to Finisher or Heavy Attack. Finisher deals 6 times physical damage to 1 enemy, and Heavy Attack deals 3.3 times physical damage to all enemies. So you get a choice depending on if you use Dash Attack, whether you want to hit a whole group or whether you want to focus on a single target and deal a lot more damage. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, quick to the point stuff. Some of our other active skills that don't have trees involved with them, she's got Offensive Heal combo. This is interesting because it deals 5 times physical damage to 1 enemy, and then it has a hit point drain component. And so I guess because of how they built her and how high her attack is going to get, that's why the physical drain component is so small. And so I can understand that more once I delved deeper into her limit burst and how everything works. You've got Horizontal Sweep, deals 2 times physical damage to all enemies, and it has a 20% chance to paralyze. I don't see myself using this very much just because the paralyzed chance is low and the damage is low. So it doesn't really seem like there's too much of a point to it, but it is there. Vertical sweep. Now it's going to give you physical damage, 5 times physical damage with a jump delay for 1 turn to 1 enemy. The only problem I have with this is that since it is a jump delay, you're basically dealing 2.5 times physical damage per round, and she can do more damage with dash attack. So this would be something that you could use it if you needed to completely avoid an attack. If something's happening and you just need her to not be there, then of course this would be the case to just jump out of there. But outside of that, you know, you're cutting into the amount of DPS that she can give you per round, just because you're going to have that delay to deal with. Now, this last skill is interesting. Taunt. From what it said on Brave Exvius Wiki, it said it gives you an 80% attack boost, which that is sick. That is crazy. But it also gives an 80% attack boost for 3 turns to 1 enemy as well. Now, that's really interesting, but I can definitely see how you can get around things because you can cast Taunt on a monster that you know you're going to kill that round, and then you reap the benefits of having 2 more turns with the 80% attack boost, and the monster's dead. So it still can't attack you. So you don't have to worry about the drawback. Now, the one thing that I am curious about, because this is a really, really high attack boost, I'm wondering if it is overwritten by other buffs, or if it functions like Berserk, where it stacks on top of other buffs. But only time will tell tomorrow. We'll be able to figure that out, and through some rough math with the training dummy, hopefully I'll get a hold of A2, and we'll be able to see what's going on. Now, this is the reason that you want to use your limit burst all the time, is that you honestly want to be in Berserk as quickly as you possibly can get there. And so once you're maxed out, you can get there in 2 turns, just by using Inherent Will and Inherited Memories. But if you can get there faster through like Eccentric, or the group chaining 1 round and then you berserking at the end, that's even better. But here it is. This is Berserk. Now, when you get her out of the box at a 5-star base, it deals 2 times physical damage to all enemies. It gives her a boost of 150% attack for 4 turns, and it does hurt her, and the damage is split over 4 turns, and it damages the caster. So this is what they were talking about as far as her dealing damage to herself, to have extremely, extremely high attack. And you can see that it gets even better, because at 6-star max, once you've maxed it out, well, actually at 6-star base, I didn't put this in there, but at 6-star base, it becomes 3.3 times physical damage to all enemies, and it's a 200% attack boost for 4 turns to the caster. Damage is split over 4 turns, just like it was at 5-star. At max 6-star, it's a 4.5 times physical damage to all enemies, and it gives you a 250% attack boost for 4 turns to the caster. 250% attack is absolutely ridiculous. That is crazy. And so the fact that you're getting that for 4 turns, and that she fills her limit gauge so fast, and that you have plenty of ways to heal the damage out to keep her that way, that is crazy. Crazy. Now, this stat boost from Berserk, this is the main reason why she doesn't have Ignore Defense on her stuff. Her attack is going to be so high that if they put Ignore Defense, or if they put Ignore Spirit on anything, then it would be ridiculous. It would be absolutely disgusting. It's already disgusting now. Well, I did a little basic math, and if anyone can correct me, then leave it in the comment section below and let me know. But I did it based off of just additive buffs. And so there's a little rough math. So you get 153 attack, level 100, no pots, no weapons, nothing. Barehanded, she has 153 attack, which is why we were really confused at why she was going to be a physical attacker with only 153 attack for her base and no actual passives to work with. So With Berserk by itself at 5-star base, it's going to give her a 382 attack before you factor in weapons and everything else. 5-star base with max Berserk at 6-star base, I'm sorry, it's going to be 535 attack before you factor in anything else. That is nuts. Barehanded, she's coming in there at 535 attack. I've got units that can't get 535 attack unless they are roided out with materia and they've got a really good weapon on them. So for her to be able to do that barehanded just by popping her limit burst and like, oh man, I forgot my weapon at home. I've got 535 attack. Let's go. That is crazy. If you combine that with taunt and berserk out of the box, 504 attack, barehanded. With taunt and max berserk, you're looking at 657 attack, barehanded. This is before you pop dual wield. This is before you put all your shiny materia that you've got on her. This is before all that. Before all of that, this is where you're at. This is before you put those passive boosts too. This is where you're at. So this is the reason why we're really going to be happy if we get a hold of her. Now, our game plan is really simple. You want to get to Berserk as soon as you can, but boy, is it rewarding when you get there. Wow, it's rewarding when you get there. So these are my thoughts on A2, and this is the reason why I firmly believe that she's going to be fine. Because if you combine this crazy attack with other techniques like the avoid counterattack, where she's dealing 3x damage and she's got like a 1,000 attack easy, and then she casts Mirage on herself, she's going to be very durable. She's got retry to ignore death. She's got a lot of stuff going for her to make sure that she is going to be worth your lapis and worth your tickets. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. This is really my first breakdown, and if you've got any tips, I greatly appreciate them. And if there's anything that you like that you want me to duplicate in other videos, let me know that too. But I'm looking forward to trying to pull her tomorrow, and so hopefully I can. Let me know if you're going to go for it too, especially after we had a little bit of chat about what she can do and what's going on. And I'm going to leave the link for A2's stuff in the description below, so that you can check out everything that I talked about for yourself. And so, hey, I really appreciate you all coming by. If you like this, throw me a like. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, so you can keep up with the news and the gameplay. And until next time, this is Lee Van Dam, and you guys take care, and God bless.